Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to close out my sinking funds for the month of September. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Thank you all for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. And thank you to everybody who has stuck with me. You guys are the absolute best. So the first thing we're going to jump right into is going to be what I spent. I only had 2 transactions this month. Both of them are from the household fund. I spent $115.59 at Lowe's. You would have seen this at the first grocery haul video that I did for the month. And the next thing that I purchased was from Amazon. I spent $35.61, and I showed that to you guys during my week 3 check-in for my cash envelopes, so you guys could see the repeller that I had got to handle the moles. So what do I want to do? Let me think. I went ahead and wrote in all of my funds, and I wrote in all the starting balances just to save some time for you all. And what I need are my paycheck budgets. I need to know what I deposited, what I deposited, and I have my spent right here. So the first thing I'm going to do with those is let me add those up. 115.59 plus 35.61, and I spent 151.20. All right, out of the household. So I'm going to 151.20. Put that right there so I can see it. And that's the deposit. So I want to make sure I put it in the right column. Didn't spend anything anywhere else. The next thing I did, so for paycheck number 1, so I'll have enough money to give myself cash for my cash envelopes or to complete it. I took out $197 out of my bill sinking fund, and my bill money sinking fund, that's the same as the 1 month ahead. So I need to make sure that I write in 197 here, so that way I don't, I don't forget that. There. I'm gonna move this over so y'all can see. I was trying to make sure you guys were zooming in. It is. I forgot all about this. My paycheck budgets. All right. And then the amounts that I deposited. So for September, out of paycheck number 2, there was a total of $630 here, and then I also deposited $1243 into my bill money. So for the gifts sinking fund, and this is Christmas and gifts, I've already taken care of all the birthdays, so it's $160. Medical is $40, and that's just for my medical expenses. Subscriptions is $40. My son's, I'm going to start putting into theirs. It'll probably be next year. $10 for my clothing. I've already paid for one, with some teeth extraction. So I'm waiting on my youngest one to go and get himself checked. So I'll see if I have that one coming up. And so car maintenance is $100. I can also cash flow it, but I want to have like at least $1,000 sitting aside so I can take care of that. Insurance, I added $130. Household, I added $100. Didn't add anything to travel. Electronics, I added $50. Now my bill money, I deposited $1243. And the other was $226 going to my emergency fund. So I'm not going to do anything with that just yet. So let me get my calculator over here. Make sure I don't have a glare on it. It's hard for me to see. 395.05 plus 160. And so I have 555.05. slanted just a little bit. Y'all know I write slanted 550, 505. But yeah, our busy season has begun at work. So I'm going to be trying to do what I can to kind of short my videos some. So 244.47 is medical, 0.47 plus 40. And so 284.47. Yeah, and it's going to be like this until I think January. We haven't really had a slow season, but this is when it normally kicks in. So 278.18 plus $40, and that's 318.18. $318.18. And clothing is 104.95 plus $10, so that's 114.95. Car maintenance, $88.29 plus $100, so that's $188.29. Insurance, $393. Make sure I don't screw this one up. $393.87 plus $130, and that's $523.87. The next payment I have to make for my car insurance, I think that's in January. All right, now the next one is household. I started off with $239.06, 0.06. I deposited $100, and then I'm subtracting out $151.20. So I have $187.86. I don't know why I thought I didn't have any money in this. Well, I thought I was doing a little bit too much with the spending. So my travel fund is still at $1,200. And the next one, I think this is $546, but we're gonna check. $496.22. If I can type, plus 50. $546.22. And that's in the electronics fund. And the first thing up is going to be my cell phone. For the bill money, I started out the month with $29.54, added in $1,243, and I'm subtracting out $197. And so I have $4,000. So yay! So what I should be doing going forward is every month I should be able to go in and pay all the bills that I know of, like, you know, my rent, all that other stuff, and then I'll just be using my paycheck to put back into this bill fund account, and that's going to be it. Only thing that is going to be variable is going to be my utilities, and I get that on the 15th of the month, and I never know what that is, and I'm not setting that up to do automatic deposit. I do not trust our utility company. So son's medical and self-care, I'm not going to do anything for those two just yet, so I'm going to leave them at 0, because my next big thing to take care of is going to be my emergency fund, and so I want to make sure I'm not mixing and putting other priorities in front of getting that emergency fund completed. I've taken care of the 1 month ahead, and so that helps me out a lot. And hopefully it holds up. So let's look at all of the deposits. Sorry for picking that up. 160 plus 40 plus 40 plus 10 plus 100 plus 130 plus 100 plus 50 plus 1243. And so my deposits were $18.73. And then what I spent out of my sinking funds, 151.2 plus 197. And so I spent $348. All right, so I'm going to, let's get my Post-its because I like to add going across and then add going down. Make sure that number equals. So if it doesn't, normally that means something, my addition, subtraction is all off. So I always write it on a Post-it note first. So, and I apologize if y'all can hear like a weed eater or anything. I think one of my neighbors is doing the yard. 6394.09 plus 1873 minus 348. And so that is 7919.09. All right, we're gonna write that down. All right, so that's the number to go for. It's always nerve-wracking doing adding numbers up on while I'm recording. 555.05 for gifts. Let's hit the plus sign. Plus 284.47 for medical. Plus $318.18, 0.18. And that is for my subscriptions. And my subscriptions, that's for my project management dues, SAMs, any of those things like that. That's what that's for. The next thing I have is for my clothing, $114.95. I'll be glad when I can add more to that one. Plus $188.29. Plus 523.87. And that is insurance. Plus 187.86. Plus 1200. Plus 546. Plus 4,000. And now I got 7918.89. So this is what I'm talking about. It's like when it's off just a little bit. So I'm going to check this again. And so it's going to be sped up for you guys. I found it. I forgot the 20 cents. I did the 151 plus 197. I should have done 151.20 plus 197, and that was 348.20. So yeah, found that a little painful. 63. Let me put that down. I don't know why I want to put the calculator in my hand today. But you guys can't see. 6394.09 plus 1873 minus 348.2. Now what do we got? 7918.89. So it was right going down, but I was wrong going across. So it just kind of helps me to get my math together. Because it's happening, it happens. Getting it wrong. 7918.89. So yay for that. So that part is done. That's the sinking funds. I'm going to tally up my emergency fund just to see where I am for right now. But it's not the end all for the emergency fund. I still have to close out my budget. And when I close out my budget, I will see what's left in the money like that's in my primary account. Am I going to use it in my cushion, or will I put it into my emergency fund? Those are my choices. And I think I'm going to be putting everything I can into my emergency fund right now. So I did make my deposit, which was, let's look at my budget for paycheck number 2. I put in $226, so I did that on the 15th. And so I ended at $48.25.52. And I added in $226. Haven't had anything big come up where I've had to take out of this. Thank God. Don't want to jinx myself on that. See, 48.25.52 plus 226. So that puts me at $5,051.52. I try not to watch that account, and it's a weird thing. I don't know, I just kind of feel like if I keep watching it, it'll encourage me to spend. 51.52, so $5,051.52 is what I got in my emergency fund. So, but I still have to close out my budget. I also have to close out my budget, means the account that I use to pay my bills out of. And so that's my primary checking account. I have to reconcile everything, and then when I'm done with that, anything extra will go into here. I also have my cash envelopes too. So when I close that out, then that money, part of that money, will make it into here too. So everything else will be going to building up my emergency fund, because you guys know my goal is $24,000, and that's just going to give me a 6-month emergency fund. My goal over time, after I get to the 6 months, I want to just be adding to it, but I have other goals too. I want to replace my car, and I also want to purchase a home. So I need to get a down payment for that, but also save up for the cost of a new vehicle. So thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know, like, what long-term goals do you guys have? Do you find yourself getting overwhelmed by them? I get a little overwhelmed by the thought of saving up so much money, but this financially, this is the best I've ever been in my entire life. So I'm still climbing. Still climbing. It's still a slow and go process, but I'm making it there. So let me know what goals y'all have. Y'all got any big ones and stuff like that? I hope you guys haven't had to have any, you know, emergencies where you had to pull from your savings and stuff like that. I know how that sometimes can be a little bit discouraging, but you know, things happen, and that's what the emergency fund is for, is to cover those types of expenses. But I will talk to you guys again. I believe I will be coming back on Tuesday, because I'll be closing out my September budget, and then I think I have my goals video coming out on Thursday. So you guys have a super fantastic day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.